outside this Taliban is kicking the people with a rifle, with everything.
Refugees trying to flee Afghanistan are being met with violence as chaos persists at the Kabul International Airport. Good evening, I'm Will Dupree. While this is happening thousands of miles away, KXAN's Jala Washington is here to explain how this keeps hitting close to home right here in Austin.
Will, that is exactly right. And the Austin man that we're talking about tonight, his name is actually Rafi Azim. He says he used to be a military interpreter, but this time he tells us he was actually over in Afghanistan for less than a month, helping move his relatives to a safer area. Now, he says he just made it home to Austin last night. This is some video of his journey as well as on the cargo plane. Speaking with me today, he still can't process how he's alive.
I made it. I promised you right on the phone.
This was a promise Rafi Azim wasn't sure he could keep.
When I look at that picture, I feel like, how come you're one of them that you never thought about it? Because I lost hope. My youngest brother called me. He's like, Rafi, where are you? He's like, run. What do you mean run? It's like, run, Kabul collapse.
Azim, a former U.S. military interpreter, says he went to the airport 3 times to try to escape the now Taliban-controlled Afghanistan.
I saw people running, leaving their cars, screaming.
He tells me he nearly lost his life traveling through Kabul and the airport with U.S. military on one side and the Taliban on the other.
The day first, the injuries are this, and it's right here. Even I'll probably show you, it's right here.
Maybe it was luck or fate, but Azim was positioned at the right place at the right time.
The American pushed the crowd backward. At the same time, the corner of the crowd pushed forward, and I was the second person in the corner of the crowd.
Azim says in the midst of U.S. soldiers throwing gas grenades and firing off warning shots, one soldier thought Azim was shot after a bullet went through his pant leg.
He grabbed me from here and threw me into the American crowd, and I was holding 2 of my brothers to get him in, and I lost the grip.
Azim, he's heartbroken. And while he holds on tight to what he has, he says he'll keep contacting U.S. government representatives to get everyone, including his family, out safe.
Did anyone answer me, where's the human rights?
Yeah, well, it really is a life or death situation, getting people rescued as fast as possible. In fact, another interpreter who we've been checking in with tells us that he and his family were beaten at the airport when they tried to get out. We will, of course, be following all of this very closely in the coming days. I'm live in the studio tonight, Jala Washington, KXAN News.
Thank you so much, Jayla. Fort Bliss here in Texas is one of 3 military installations that will temporarily house Afghans. Last night, the first buses carrying them arrived there. This is the first of what Fort Bliss officials say is many more to come.